Indecision. That's the title of this segment for this episode. Well, what happened last time was I think Hisao made a big decision. After staring at the sky at the rooftop with RIN, alone with RIN, he finally made his mind, to move on from his past. And then now we have this part where somehow the title, like I said, the title of this segment is called Indecision. So probably the indecision has something to do with RIN, because RIN still hasn't decided on whether she wants to send her work to the exhibitions for the public to see. Yeah, still hasn't decided on that. So we'll see what's going to go down here. Maybe hopefully RIN can make up her mind. She said so herself that she wants to embrace change, but she's afraid of it. So let's see how we're going to push her on to embrace that change. 2 days later, I'm feeling less miserable. I even go for a long, brisk, healthy walk like the nurse recommended, something which I had avoided and dodged with all sorts of excuses earlier. I feel more active in class as well, delighting our science homeroom teacher Mr. Muto with correct and promptly delivered answers. The break right now between 2 morning classes is too short for any sort of meaningful activity, but too long to just spend it sitting in the classroom and doing nothing. Going out into the hallway isn't much better, but flexing my stiffened muscles is a better use of time than letting them get even stiffer by staying seated. The door of the neighbouring classroom door opens and the students of 3-4 emerge to further fill up the already semi-crowded hallway. It seems their teacher kept them in for a few extra minutes. And where's RIN? Where are you, RIN? Amy is among them. She notices me noticing her, which almost makes me look away on reflex. Alright. I don't, however, and Amy smiles at me as she happily skips towards me past the other students. Amy looks pretty energetic, showing no sign of illness whatsoever. It seems she recovered from the cold. Hey, good morning. Nice to see you back on your feet. Feeling better now? She looks fine to me, but I still feel compelled to ask, friends. Thanks. And yeah, I do. You're sensical. Nothing serious. Amy laughs confidently, as if to emphasize her condition. I wonder for a moment what would count as serious in Amy's book. Well, we know what's serious, but that's in Amy's fruit. She seems to be eager to put the topic aside though. Where are you going? Up to RIN's room to see if she's awake yet. Oh, she's sleeping? Oh, she skipped the morning class? A sheepish smile emerges on Amy's face and she gets slightly flustered. Not exactly. It seems that she got the cold that I had. Oh, she's sick. Oh no. Sorry to hear that. Well, she was out in the rain on Sunday with us after all. I saw her on Monday and she was feeling a bit under the weather back then too. And what about you, Hisao? Are you alright? You're not under the weather too, right? For all we know, he might just be the next one to fall sick, Hisao. Yeah, anyway, I asked the nurse for some medication to give her if she doesn't get better soon. She leaves for the girls' dorm. I want to go with her to wish RIN well. I want to tell her that I'm better now too, but it doesn't feel appropriate. Why wouldn't it feel appropriate? Just go for it. Nothing wrong with that, with going to the girls' dorm, I mean, if it's for the person you love, why not? An unspecified feeling diverts my thoughts away. Somehow I just can't summon the resolve to go in there. Is this what Yamaku went through when she tried to tell me what she felt? Huh? That's it? What? 4 minutes for this segment? Are you serious? Okay. That's rather short, but of course we're gonna go on from here. Okay, so we're okay, actually we're back at Hisao's dorm, alright. Cause the girls' dorm doesn't look like this. The girls' dorm is slightly more pinkish. Yeah. Even though I'm feeling more energetic, I'm still hesitant about going over there to talk to RIN. It's not until 2 days later, on Friday, that I finally gather enough courage to enter the girls' dorm. Oh, okay, so this is the girl's dorm, alright. Pardon me. I ask the first person I meet inside for directions to Rin's room. I knock on Rin's unmarked door and wait. After a few seconds of silence, I hear something rustling inside the room. I start wondering if maybe I should have brought something for her, like a can of warm coffee or something, or some oranges. I could have peeled them for her. Well, too late now. The door opened soundlessly. It was already unlocked. And I find myself staring at Rin, who stares back at me. She must be in her pajamas. Let's see how she looks like in her pajamas. She looks like she just got out of bed, with her hair all messed up. Rin? Rin? What's it? Okay, Rin? You're rather slack, aren't you, Rin? You just... So you... Okay, let me get this straight. So you basically sleep almost... naked. In bed. Well, not that there's anything wrong, but still... I mean, when you open the door to see me, at least you should dress appropriately. Not like this. But anyway. And barely any clothes on. Yeah, just a shirt over her body. Hello? Okay. There is a strange, stupid looking smile on Rin's face. Yeah, very stupid looking. I'm not exactly sure why. Rin smiles so rarely that it seems to be out of place every time. Maybe when it comes, maybe she likes being naked, I don't know. Especially so now, given her partially undressed state. Said state makes me feel extremely conflicted about whether or not this was a good idea. Her cheeks are flushed rose red, contrasting with the milky pale complexion of a person who doesn't get enough sunlight. Her forehead looks sweaty, as though she might have a fever. Hi. Now what? I didn't plan anything further than this. And Rin is staring at me with those expectant eyes of hers again. You know what she wants, Hisao. You know what Rin wants. Just do it. I don't know. Something about this situation gives me very strange vibes. Her eyes are even more vacant than usual, and she seems to have a hard time focusing them on anything. The lack of clothing is disturbing, but since she herself doesn't seem to be bothered, why should I be? Yeah. I keep telling myself that, yeah, you know, there's nothing to be worried about. If she's not bothered, don't be bothered too. Otherwise, it'll only make it stranger. I thought I would pay you a visit since you haven't been at the art club, and I wanted to talk with you and wish you well. Rin doesn't show any sign of recognizing what I just said, making me wonder if she actually understood my words, or if she even heard them. Maybe it's the fever making her groggy. She might have actually been asleep before I came over. Okay. Alright, so we're entering your room, alright? She turns on her heel and withdraws from the door, walking back inside the small room. From the hallway, or rather the doorway, I can see her walk to her bed and half fall down, half sit down on the messy pile of bed sheets. The open doorway seems to be more of an obstacle in my mind than a closed door was. But since Rin doesn't say anything else, I step through it and into her room. Let's see how her room looks like. I'm definitely curious to find out. I've seen Amy's room, I've seen Hanako's room, I've seen Amy's room. Now let's see Rin's room. Hey, Rin's room isn't that bad, actually. Pretty cool, and there's some artworks over there. Abstract artworks, as usual, that is. Here you have some kind of a Death Reaper. I don't know. And then what's this? Not sure. Some kind of... I don't even know, man. What is this? Some kind of a robot or something. And I'm not sure what this is. And but all of them are definitely abstract paintings. So, but other than these paintings, the room actually doesn't look half bad. No. There's a... I think this is kind of a small TV or something. Yeah, there's some other devices. I don't know. Oh. Rin is on her bed leaning against the wall, leaving the only chair in the room for me. She keeps quiet even if after I sit down, so maybe she meant to invite me in, but just forgot to say so aloud. An implied invitation, as it were. Very exciting. Nobody has visited me before. The breaking of the silence draws my attention from the room to its inhabitant, who currently seems to be in the middle of a very profound thought process. She's always profound, so don't worry about it. Actually, that was not true. About visiting? But Amy doesn't count even if she visits. Why doesn't Amy count? She always pampers me too much. I think she's having too much fun. I think I forgot how to put a bra on by myself. I kind of makes sense. I mean, it's really difficult to put on clothes with your legs alone. She looks groggily down at her chest. Which is probably why I don't have one on. Now that I think about it. Don't you feel embarrassed at all, Rin? I haven't failed to notice that Rin doesn't have her shirt buttoned up either, but I try to keep my eyes strictly locked on hers. It's rather evident that she's not a very body-conscious person. My own body, however, is quite conscious of hers right now. Well, I'm actually not surprised that she's not conscious of her own body, because you know, Rin is basically an alien. Yeah, aliens are basically a creature, so they aren't really mindful of their body or whatever, you know. She came to wake me up at 7:30 today. Can you imagine that? So you meant to sleep actually, because you're not feeling well. She pauses for a while and glances up at my dumbfounded face. On second thought, you probably can. It's not like that reverse rainbow fish I tried to imagine earlier. That was hard. Okay, so you dream of a reverse rainbow fish? Well, yes, that seems like a pretty normal time to wake up if you want to go to class in the morning. I'm trying to sound as reasonable as possible to counteract Rin's unreasonable annoyance. Told her to sort off? Sort off? She gave me these meds and told me to take them. I follow her eyes to the night table and then to the pill bottles sitting on top of it. Oh, it's the same bottle that Hisao has too. I pick it up and turn it around to look at the label so I can see what kind of medication Amy brought. Active ingredient... codeine? Codeine? What's that? You took all of this? No? Yes? I've been eating some since there's so many of them. Seem to make this thing not so bad. Actually, I think I'm feeling just fine. No, you're not. Her head lolls around and round, making it look like she's either trying to stretch her neck muscles or possibly pass out. She took several of these pills? Can that be safe? At least it's bound to have some side effects, which I'm afraid I'm witnessing right now. Yeah. I'm feeling just fine. I'm fine. Just someone take this burden away from my head. I can't think straight. The annoyed expression returns to Rin's face. You're dizzy. Lie down, Rin. It's like many of those insect things. Or what will it be, insect thing? With lots of wings. Very much color and everything. What's the word for those? I don't know. Kaleidoscope? Oh, never mind. I remembered. It's butterflies. She smiles slightly at her last observation. The small pause in her monologue is not long enough for me to dare say something that could possibly, or rather potentially, but not likely salvage this discussion. I love butterflies. They are the best animal. Yeah, I think I've heard you say that before, that you love butterflies. Did you see any on your way here? No. Hisao? She utters my name as an afterthought, possibly to make clear that she's now addressing me instead of just speaking her mind to whoever might be listening. This odd situation has left me speechless more or less the moment Rin first opened her mouth. Now that she herself doesn't seem to have anything else to add, silence fills the small room. It makes me glance around again in an attempt to find something to talk about. Oh yeah, nice weather. Rin's room is about as small as mine. The big window, which takes up most of the wall furthest from the door, opens to the east just like mine. It looks very normal, which strikes me as strange. Actually no, I don't think it looks normal. It actually looks, well normal as in, okay, if you mean normal as in not abnormal like Rin, but like a normal room, okay, I get that, but actually it's quite a cozy room from the looks of it, which strikes me as strange. I expected something more different. Well, I guess RIN's not really the design type of person, even though she specializes in art. But I think she doesn't really specialize in design, like interior design, that sort of thing. So, well, at least she tried with all these paintings. About a dozen paintings, most of them in RIN's signature abstract style, so there are actually about a dozen. And a few art posters are taking up almost all of the available wall space. But that's about the only real difference between her room and mine. The room is not exactly aesthetic, but it doesn't look like what I would expect, what I had expected from a girl's room either. A faint smell of art, of paint and paper is floating in the air. It's the same smell the art room has. RIN isn't too concerned about being tidy, I can see that. Everything she owns seems to be arranged in various piles around her room. Your room looks nice, yeah. It's an empty sentence one uses to fill empty spaces in conversations. But my wits are failing me pretty hard right now. Just say nice weather. Yeah, perfect conversation starter. Yeah. Would you like me to show you the places? Places? She looks down at her half-open shirt quizzically, making me inadvertently follow her gaze to her chest. Oh, I guess we did it. What do you mean by that? I can't deny that, no matter how hard I tried to act properly. It's very nice that you came to see me. It makes me feel very... what's that word? You know, the one about things and stuff? Sex? Anyway, you came. RIN's rambling makes me remember that I actually came here for a reason. Hey, about what we talked about on Monday. On the rooftop, remember? RIN doesn't seem to be exactly attentive right now. Not that she ever is. I plow ahead and get it off my chest anyway. Alright. I just wanted to tell you that I'm going to be better from now on, I guess. Oh yeah. I hate being pathetic. So I decided that I'm not going to be anymore. That's Hisao's resolve, I guess. That's all. Okay. Isn't that good? The blurry words flow out of her lips slowly and uncontrollably. I'm happy for you, I think. That's what I think. You shouldn't look so sad all the time. I mean, looking sad is fine if you're not sad, but you look sad like you actually are sad. That's no good. Are you going on some training camp where they make men out of boys? Or mountaintop meditation? I'm not that hardcore, RIN. No, I don't think so. Oh, I guess that's fine too. The sentences come out of her mouth, and probably a brain, one at a time with a small pause between each, making her gibberish hard to understand. I just think it seemed like a good idea. Maybe it's not. RIN finishes with one more line, getting to say the last word over herself, an impressive display of what I can only describe as mental shadowboxing. Well, while I'm embarrassing myself, I might as well tell you that I'm sorry that I said some stupid things to you last week. It's your own business to decide what you're going to do. She seems to not register my words first, but then understanding lights in her eyes, and she waves her head around in a way that could be interpreted as anything. It's okay. I probably say some big things too. It's just sometimes a bit hard to keep my thoughts the way I like them. They are not very straight, at least not most of the time. Not that I wanted to have them straight, I just wish they were at least in some shape. Round is fine too, but I need more definition. My thoughts are very messy. Yeah, I can see that. Messy. Oh no, you're gonna sleep, RIN. Don't drop down now. Oh no! She just falls onto the bed. Okay, she's clearly still sick. Not recovered from her illness yet. Okay, it's about 4 PM. Alright. But We get CG here. Oh yeah, thumbnail. She repeats the word melancholically, then flops lying down on her bed and nuzzles her head against her pillow, shutting her eyes. Enough. Tired. You should go. I'm going to sleep again. Oh, one eye open. She opens one of her eyes to look at me. Was it you who looked nice to look at sleeping in those? Or someone else? Maybe there were many of those. I can't remember. You can stay if you want. Okay, well if Rin says I can stay, alright, I'm going to stay. and while I'm at it, you know. No, I'll leave. I have to do homework anyway. I stand up from the chair and take a step towards the door. Wait. Her request stops me in my tracks. Not that I intended to scoot off right away. Oh, she's wide open. Her eyes are wide open and she's smiling. I look over my shoulder at the girl lying on her bed, again with the strangest kind of smile on her features. She should smile more often. Oh yeah, she actually looks pretty cute, you know, when she smiles. I can walk you to the door. If you want to. It's the least a gentleman can do. You're not a gentleman though, Rin. Even though you're wearing boys' clothes, that doesn't make you a gentleman though. Rin giggles like a little kid, making me beyond absolutely certain that she took far too much of her cold medication today. Yeah, I've always wanted to say that. Okay, slowly and with difficulty, Rin first rises to a sitting position again. Then she stands up with even more difficulty and more slowly still. As if guided by some masculine automation, my eyes instantly lower to the curve of her thighs and the stripped panties. At which point, my manners force me to lift my gaze back to Rin's eye level. It's getting almost too hard to do that. Rin is standing, although barely. It looks like she has trouble keeping her usual decent balance. Again, probably a side effect of the medicine. You should really go back to sleep, Rin. She takes an unsteady step towards me. I have a feeling she's going to fall on me. Then another smaller one, and she notices that it's not a good idea to try to take big steps. I feel my muscles tense as I prepare to catch Rin if she falls down. And oh. Well, that's pretty sudden, but cute at the same time. Looks like Rin has really fallen in love with Hisao, just like that. You know, we don't know what Rin is capable of, and now she suddenly attacks Hisao with a kiss. I think this is the best CG though. Yeah, best thumbnail for this episode. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a pretty cute kiss, by the way. She manages to take 2 more steps before she falls against me. To my surprise, neither her downwards momentum nor our slight height difference are able to stop Rin from pressing her heart-shaped lips squarely against mine. Wait, is it by accident? Well, whether it's by accident or not, it's a pretty cute kiss, yes. As our lips part after a confusing moment of nothing but the taste of Rin, I look down at her, trying to find some explanation for this bewildering event. The euphoric smile of a madman broadened on Rin's lips again, and I wonder if I will remember this tomorrow. Oh, so it wasn't by accident. You did really want to kiss me. Oh, cool. Nice. I am absolutely stumped on how to respond. Come on, Hisao, kiss her back. Rin takes a step backwards, separating her body from mine, and making me only now realize that they were even connected in the first place. The second step is actually a fall backwards, luckily straight onto her bed. Okay, she's back to dreamland. The soft hug Rin's thin body makes against the mattress breaks the silence. Oh, you're so cute, Rin. You know, sudden kiss and then back to sleep. Well, that's really cute, Rin. I mean, Rin strikes me as weird, but at the same time, she can be really bold and daring when the need arises. Well, she can be anything. Well, actually, she can be whatever she wants to. You know, she's capable of anything. Like really, you know, you never know what Rin's going to do next. You know? I moved quickly over to her to see if she hurt herself, only to be met with the peaceful face of dreaming. Rin sleeps. She's lying diagonally across the bed, somehow managing to have simultaneously fallen asleep while standing up, and fallen down in a way that she didn't injure herself. Fool's luck. Oh, Hisao, cover her with the blanket. I tuck Rin in, covering her with the sheets as well as I can. She feels very light, even though I'm not that strong. I stand up to look at her, the oval-shaped face, oh, and the zoom in. The dark eyelashes shut against the feverish cheeks, the slender body covered with the pale sheets. Rin sleeps. A conflict, no, conflicts, plural, churn inside of me. I think about calling a nurse to keep an eye on her, but decide against it. After taking one more glance at her peaceful face, I decide that she'll be fine. I do pocket the remaining pills though. That's a wise move. I exit the room and close the door soundlessly behind me. I exhale deeply, only now realizing I had held my breath for the better part of a minute. Taking a moment to relax, I try to calm down my heart, racing like a jackrabbit. Oh, that was a nice scene. Love it. I think now Rin's fruit is really starting to get better and better, you know. Yeah.